What's going on, people, and welcome back to Random Football. It's your boy Demeachnyc here. Like and comment and subscribe on the video as always. Follow me on my socials. Follow me at Demeachnyc on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Random Football or at Random_football. And like I said before, like, comment, and subscribe on the video like usual. And click on the descriptions down below to see what's there. To get into it, there's been a lot of games played in the Premier League. This is the start of match week 21 in the Prem this season, so we are definitely over the halfway mark now. There are about 18 to 19 games left into the season, and I will say this, though. Some great games were played. First of all, West Ham and Fulham had a great game. West Ham came out on top 3-2. Manchester City just drew Brentford as Norgard had tied it 2-2 at the dying seconds of the game. 2-2 at Brentford. Chelsea with a shocking loss to Bournemouth, and in the game that just finished, the later game, Nottingham Forest won, Liverpool won, and the breakdown starts right now. So, Liverpool won, Nottingham Forest won. The host, obviously, was Nottingham Forest. It was a great game. I must say, it was an end-to-end game. First goal came off from Chris Wood's. Another great goal by Chris Wood in the transition. He is performing at the highest of his levels right now. 13 goals in the season so far, and there are 18 games left to play, or about 17 games left to play. And he already has 13 goals to his name. He proved what he was worth last season. He's doing it again. But let's see how long, he can do it for. Because like I said before, I said it once and I'll say it again. I even made a whole video about it. If you check my Twitter, you'll see how much I absolutely adore Nottingham Forest. This team are the dark horses. I told you guys already, I made a video about it, that they are the real deal. They are no joke. At first, when I first made the video, it kind of seemed as though, can they be a dark horse? Let's see what goes on because of the performances throughout the early stages of the league. But now we're in match week 21, and you're telling me that they're second in the league, 6 points behind Liverpool. They just tied Liverpool. They beat Liverpool again. Well, they nicked points off of Liverpool again. They beat Liverpool the first time. Now they drew them and taking points from them again, making that, 4 points out of this possible 6 points played for in the Premier League this season. I mean, it's fantastic. It really is. And Forest just have a great team. They really do. Sells in goal. He, to me, is just phenomenal. He made some incredible saves today. Murillo is a great defender. He cannot do anything with the ball at his feet. This guy just kicks the ball and shoots the ball from halfway, and I like it. But in times when they need to control the game and dictate how the game is played, he can't just be kicking the ball up the pitch. So that's what I got to say about Murillo. Other than that, he is a great player, though. Callum Hudson-Odoi put in a good shift. Alanga on the right-hand side or the left-hand side was great. And my guy, for me, is really the engine that really gets this team going is, in fact, Morgan Gibbs-White. I've said it time and time again. It's like a broken record. He is the gem. He is the engine of this team. He leads the press. He's an excellent ball at his feet. So technical, so skillful. Such a great athlete as well. He has an engine that goes for days. I mean, this guy is so good. This guy needs to play for, a team that's worth his time. A big team like Chelsea, a big team like Arsenal, a big team like Manchester City, who I honestly think would be a great replacement for Julian Alvarez, but they have Omar Marmoush in there right now, or is going to happen sooner than later. So I just think that Morgan Gibbs-White is a gem, and it's a matter of time till a big team comes in and picks up on him because he is so good. And the key to Forest actually getting good money for him is if they put a good price tag on him that's reasonable, because no club is going to spend over 70 million for this guy. But if they get something in and around 50 million, or if anything 60 million, then that's a great deal. I'd take that deal and move on. Just completely move on just like that, because Forest are a great team and they have great players, and a lot of teams should be looking at the players that they have and saying to themselves, listen, this is a great team that we can look at look at the players that's there, and I think they're going to get top four. I said it here. I think they're going to get top four. I think Nottingham Forest are going to get top four because they have a great manager like Nuno. These are the type of teams that he is good for. He's good for these sort of teams that don't have the highest of expectations but can raise the bar if the players and if the club just back him. And that's exactly what we're seeing. And now they're in second place. They're in second place. And listen, if Manchester City aren't going to take that spot, if Arsenal aren't going to take the spot, if Chelsea aren't going to take the spot, then someone else is going to have to take it. And Nottingham Forest have seen it, and they've taken it with both hands and are considerably in a title race this season so far. So I really do think that Forest are in a title race. I said they'd be a dark horse, and I'm glad to know that I've been proven right. So for those of you that agree with me, I'm happy to hear that. If you are someone that also believed that Nottingham Forest would be where they are in the season, even way before the season started, then you are honestly a genie. You really are a genie, because I couldn't tell you that Forest would be where they are from the first game, but going through the game after game, maybe like 10 games in, I was really pleased to see how Forest played, and I'm glad that they are definitely in second place in the Premier League because they definitely deserve it. Now for Liverpool, Liverpool, they should have won this game in terms of the quality that they have and the talent that they have. I just think that Liverpool somewhat played into the hands of Forest. I think they made it a game that was not supposed to be a basketball game. I think the midfield in particular just didn't really show their quality. Some of the substitutions, besides Jota, who put in a great header after only being on the pitch for 22 seconds, scored a goal. I think that's incredible. But other than that, I question the substitutions by Slot. I don't know why Konate came off. I really don't know why Konate came off. I don't know why Konate came off and Gravenberch went at the back. I didn't really understand that. I think he has to look at certain players and say, listen, guys like Trent Alexander-Arnold, you got to do better. Guys like Luis Diaz should do better. I don't know if McAllister started, but he really wasn't effective today. Salah could have had a few chances put away. He just didn't get it going today. But listen, Liverpool are still top of the league. They're still a good 6 points ahead of Arsenal. They're damn near ahead of Chelsea at this point. So, like, for me, I just look at it and I think, these are the games that really prove how good of a team you are, especially against Forest. And I think they underestimated Forest today, which is shocking because Forest are the only team that gave them a loss this season. So I'm surprised by the way Liverpool came out today and made it a basketball game where you are superior to a team where you can control the tempo of the game, you can control the pace, you can work the ball in and around the box in the attacking phase in the attacking half. You can work the ball around, get things going, really unlock Nottingham Forest. They're not going to stay in a mid block or a low block for 90 minutes. You have the players that can obviously beat them over the top or through the breaking lines. And I just don't think Liverpool really did a good job at doing that. And Forest, well, you can say that if they had better quality players in certain key areas of the pitch, then they probably could have won the game. Honestly, they really could have. There was great passages of play. There were great triangles made between Alanga and Morgan Gibbs-White and Hudson-Odoi and Aina. I mean, I was so blown away as to what I saw. I was really blown away. But are you really going to beat Virgil van Dijk back there? Nah. Are you going to beat Konate and Virgil van Dijk back there? No, you're really not. So it is what it is. It was a 1-1 game for both teams. I think it really showed how good Forest were. And that is a big, big test for Arsenal as they play tomorrow against their big rivals, which to me is the biggest game of the Premier League in terms of just the rivalry that's there, and definitely in terms of the history and how personal it gets year after year between Arsenal and Tottenham. That's going to be a great game. I am very excited to see how that goes down. It's a must-win game for both teams. For Tottenham's sake, they are in 11th place right now, so they need to get a win. And for Arsenal, they haven't been in great form, so they have to get a win over Spurs at the Emirates this time around. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I can't predict the score. I really can't, because if I think it's going to be 2-1, then it will be 2-1 for whoever, because Spurs can pull off a miracle against the big teams, but it's against Arsenal, and it's personal between these two teams. So anything can happen. Form goes out the window. So I'm just going to leave that up to you guys. Comment below if you think that this game is going to be in Arsenal's favor or in Spurs' favor, or even a draw. Honestly, we'll see what happens. But that's what I got for today. 1-1 Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. Great game, end to end. And we shall see what happens from here on out. So like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.